taking their time. They're developing his skills. We made a couple of comments that when he first won the title, it probably came a little bit too early for them, and they weren't quite up to speed. And I think they are up to speed now, and they've been putting the Wilder fight off for as long as they can. You know, it's a very interesting fight.
AJ was fairly generous in defeat in victory last night, but there were two or three little off the cart remarks. One, he sort of said he didn't think that Joe won any rounds. It was under his breath, but he said he didn't think he won any rounds. Right. He also mentioned that how did I nick him? It didn't talk about the elbow or possible shoulder.
Right.
And he also said that it was really only the third to toughest fight he had. What did you make of all those three remarks?
It's a fighter making comments. You know, like I don't know what comment I can make on it. You know, fighters are very, you know, sometimes fighters can be very arrogant and think they're better than they actually are. And you know, it would be nice to see him a little bit more humble. You know, he won the fight. You know, it was a decent scrap. You know, Joe gave him a lot of respect, and I think deep down that he respects Joe.
Same for you now, Kev.
For me?
Go to Auckland or Vegas?
I'm going to have a night in London, and then I'm going to jump on the plane with Joe and go to Auckland, have a little break, put the feet up.
Would you like to see an next fight around the middle of the year? I mean, what's the time frame?
I think we give Joe a good break now, and we'll sit back, and obviously as a team we'll probably sit down over the next week and we'll put the plan in place. But I think it's very important that sometime around the summer over here we get Joe back in the ring. Maybe August.
Undercard of Klitschko Wilder?
Don't know.
Not Klitschko Wilder, Joshua Wilder?
Possibly. You know, you never know.
And can you just give us an assessment? I'm not sure if you've seen Joe this morning or we're going to see him.
No, I haven't seen him.
Okay, in that case, just before the last time you did see him, how was his health physically, but also emotionally and mentally?
You know, I think he was a little emotionally tired. You know, it was a pretty big ordeal that he just went through. A lot of pressure for a young guy to go through. And like we were sitting in the car on the way back from the press conference, and you know, he was smiling and laughing, and you know, just the same old Joe. You know, he said to me, he apologised to me 3 or 4 times in the dressing room. I'm sorry, coach. I mean, mate, don't be sorry. You know, hey, I'm proud of you. You know, you fought a really good guy, and we both know you could have probably done a little more. But you know, we're still learning, we're still developing. He goes, you know, I'll come back stronger. I said, I know you will. That's the exciting part. He's 26 years old, you know, and the best fights are still in front of us.
Will Joseph Parker one day beat Anthony Joshua?
Let me tell you this. One thing I do know is that Joseph Parker will fight Anthony Joshua again.
Just remember when Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier in 1971 and lost for the first time. He said he learned more from that loss than from any other fight as a professional. That's the big positive about this fight.
And Klitschko's losses earlier in his career, we talked about.
There you go.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kev. Thanks, Kev.
Thanks.